What an idiot.
What? You again? What do you want this time? Look, would you stop trying to make me a productive member of society? Because I'll have you know that I'm hard at work making something that'll benefit all of mankind. Alright, you got me. What do you have in mind? Okay, you want me to take a look at Vectorman 2? Alright, sounds fair. Wait a minute, how'd you get this? Oh yeah, keep in mind that this is the second title in the Vectorman series. And since I just now realized this, I was too lazy to check eBay. I don't own the first one. We'll be looking at number 2 instead. I can't say that my knowledge of the Vectorman series goes very far. I've heard about it, of course, but I can't say I have much experience with the title. The original was released in 1995, with a sequel coming a year later in 1996. Both were developed by BlueSky Software and published by SEGA themselves. While originally released on the Genesis, Vectorman 2, along with its predecessor, are also available on the PlayStation 2 and PSP via the SEGA Genesis collection, and were later released on the PS3 and Xbox 360 in Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection. Not to mention that it's also available on the GameCube through Sonic Gems collection, and it's only a couple bucks on Steam. Just take your pick. Let's pop this bad boy in. So that's Vectorman. Yeah, he looks pretty accurate to the art on the cartridge. Green turtle head, red eyes, very lack of limb attachments. Yeah, that's Vectorman. I'm gonna start this. We join our hero as he flies dangerously close to the sun, and I mean, look at that. Is it just me or does it look kind of like a potato? Anyway, Vectorman decides to crank up the tunes. I'm real popular with the ladies. So after an accident involving a very, and I repeat, very small rocket, he's left slowly floating down to the surface of Earth. The game isn't very clear on that. And so it begins. Scene 1, Geronimo. You gotta make sure you trip down to the safe one by making sure nothing comes in contact with you. This shouldn't be too hard. What is that? Well, whatever it was, it ain't anymore. The first scene is pretty easy. Hit Sweetland and the level ends. Next we're in Scene 2, Night in the Swamp, alternatively known as the Void. I can't see a single thing in here. What's that? What's this? Does that want to kill me? That would be yes. Now Vectorman is a very versatile individual. He can shoot in 8 directions and even has a double jump right off the bat. Vectorman 2 is in every sense a side-scrolling shooter. The Genesis is Mega Man, if you will. I'll be honest, it takes a bit of practice to get used to the fact that you can shoot in 8 different directions. For me anyway. When progressing, Vectorman will pick up these white snowflake things that I can't see any other reason for than increasing your score. As for the goal of the first level, it's... Yeah, let me just... The enemies of this game are pretty standard too. You got the ground enemies, wall enemies, and the flying ones. Whenever you kill one though, it always makes this screaming sound that, to be honest, makes me feel a little bad. As for the other enemies, I can't say I like them all that much. Whenever you're just walking along, one springs out of nowhere and kills you. That's not to say that Vectorman 2 doesn't have any good qualities, because it certainly does. I think the controls, while a little slippery, are still pretty fluid, and the sprites and animations are really smooth too, though a bit on the shady side. Vectorman 2 isn't lacking in the power-up department either. There are different upgrades for his weapon and even score boosters. They're all temporary though. Next is Scene 3. In this level, you want to climb these trees to get to the top. This one is a bit more difficult than the previous level. It doesn't help that a lot of the level consists of making leaps of faith. Is that just me, or should he have landed on that? while trying to avoid these respawning bug things that also home in on you. If you so much as bump into one of these, it will send you careening off the trees and you'll have to start the entire climb all over again. Sometimes you'll just get overwhelmed by enemies, and your only option will be to accept the sweet release of death. All in all, I gotta say that Vectorman 2 is somewhat of a difficult game. Well, for me anyway. I can't say that I've mastered the platformers that take you back to the start screen when you get a game over. I'm a fan of save states, but either way, it can be pretty brutal at times. On the positive side, it does have addicting gameplay and solid presentation for a Genesis game. If you're a fan of those old Genesis games from the 90s, then I don't think you'll be too disappointed. Just don't expect it to be a cakewalk by any means. On a side note, you may be wondering why I don't have any footage of levels 4 and onwards. Well, it's because I suck at it, okay? I can't get the controls of a 20-year-old game about a robot man made of green beans, and if you don't like it, then you can leave right now. No way!
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and share it with other people. Share it to the world. Let the world know. They gotta know. Oh yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to this channel. Click that little bell right there. Get some notifications. Oh yeah, while you're here, just go check out the other videos I made. Probably pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.